Warrior with the hands, that's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. Don't want no altercation. Situation gon' be critical. It's best that you be easy. The end come in biblical. Look like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my ways. Pay back and learn prayer. Plus revenge in my heart and truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. Light never lukewarm. Shit I blazing in the season. Got plenty food for thought. Just gotta watch who I feed. Not been walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas barely breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas baby fat, so I better bear with it. So back off. I be ripping shit like sackcloth. Dump dumps all bucked out. Behind me say I dump full. No room for emotion. So I pour my heart out. This road hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't U.P.K, it ain't in the way. My niggas righteous, they real, they down to suffer. Felt so deep and drowned a motherfucker. He said he in the truth, oh yeah, no, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus when they believe, hard for me to follow. Don't wreck me no head, not leaving this body, then get to sleep in hollow. So when they ask I'm U.P.K, tell them absolutely. And I ain't shooting my ways, but never gotta execute me. Cause I can never doubt my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughters up in their bed. They so smart, and a lot of shit so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies. And they dead far from usual. Y'all missing cause I'm about my father's bitch. They ain't about the shit I used to do in that 98 day. And 10 never ceased. See, without wisdom, this world make you weak. I found out that the truth was spilled. The lies I speak, tried everything. I guess me and YAHANNA had to meet. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak. And teach both my little girls the day and day. Now with a man, they better bring their blood and bed sheets. Hey, I smashed the time. This clock bless my headpiece. And I ain't trying to take him out, but I will defend this house. Or take a check. 144 in that black trench on some hitman shit. She call me 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the win. Fuck the fame. S.Y. tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign. Loyal to the king. I want this shit like a brick of chain. Loyal to the king. You never stay high with bitch. I'm loyal to the king. Bring it hot. Bring U.P.K. Loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign. Loyal to the king. I want this straight like a brick of chain. Loyal to the king. The devil stay high with bitch. I'm loyal to the king. Bring it hot. Bring U.P.K. Loyal to the king. Smoke. Fluff up that smoke. Damn.
Damn, damn.
Any man give his life for YAHANNA Christ. And fall up under the U.P.K banner. It's my brother and my blood. And I will die and kill for him if necessary.
Let's start in 2 minutes, right?
Hey, Shalom, Ya Bashmi Ashab Rakatam, Ya Shamalatan Bashmi Shai. You don't already know, with the I.S.U.P.K, coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA, established since 1969, bringing this truth, you know what I'm saying, to the lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You know what I mean? I'm prison officer with Thousand Eyes rocking out with me for the time being. Prison officer 50, officer Mahaya. You know what I'm saying? Just waiting on the brothers and sisters to get in class. What is it? What is it? You ever get a message that would say it expired or something? Like you get a message from somebody and it would say it expired.
Oh, no, I don't know what that is.
I ain't gonna open this shit. Anyway, so we're in Durham, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Under Captain Isupk, recent captain of 13,000. You know, and the topic tonight really is very simple. You know what I'm saying? We have to Shalom Yashamal. We have to put, you know what I'm saying, the blame where the blame is due and give credit to where credit is due. You understand what I'm saying? Like with everything that goes on in the earth, you know what I mean? There are people who are how to say, bigged up and some people are shunned, you know what I'm saying? People get kudos for doing good things and people, you know what I'm saying, get rebuked for doing bad things. Now it's flipped. People get kudos for doing wicked stuff. You know what I'm saying? And people get shunned for talking the truth. So when we look at what's going on in America, especially when it comes to blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, there's one thing that we can't dispute at all. You know what I'm saying? That our brothers and sisters with children, we are not raising Shalom. We are not raising our kids in the way that they should be raised. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure this still live because it might freeze up. Check, make sure it's still live. Live?
Yeah, go. No, it's not.
Okay, cool. You can see me moving and animated. All right. I just want to make sure. Yeah, because the brother accidentally hit the cord, so I just want to make sure. Yeah. All right. So I was saying, you know what I mean, in America, our kids are not being raised properly. You know what I'm saying? And we can't just blame our children and say, oh well, you know what I mean, they have their own way, they're doing this and they're doing that. Fine. There are some kids that yes, you will scold them, you will discipline them, but they will choose to do their own thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? As we go through this class, we're gonna show you how to raise up a child, what you should and shouldn't do according to God and according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So you too have.
You sure?
Yeah, you too have. Yeah, I just smoke a lot of weed. It's frankincense and myrrh, you know what I mean? Yeah. So when it comes to the actual discipline of our children and how our children should be raised and what we would expect of our children, you can find everything in the Bible. You know what I mean? And what we don't find is the people who are mandated to teach us according to the Bible, teaching us according to their own heart and according to what the oppressor has taught them. You know what I'm saying? Babu Kasha, if you could get me Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 6. Yeah, Babu Kasha. Let's start there. It's a bedrock scripture, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, Shalom. Yeah, let me get that real quick. Book of Proverbs chapter 22.
Book of
I know, I see that zeal flying out of here, brother.
Right.
Go ahead, man.
the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 6.
Read.
Train up a child.
Do what?
Train up a child.
Say that one more time.
Train up a child.
No, you should let the child do whatever the child wants when they're young.
Train up a child.
The child have the freedom to act like a grown-up. Read it again.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Watch me. Yanaza, focus on me when I'm speaking, all right? So you'll know when to stop, when to pause, and when to continue.
Most high and correct.
All right, to what? Read it from the top.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
It didn't say that you should allow the child to do whatever the child wants.
Right.
It didn't say that you should allow the child to be a free thinker or exercise free will.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It is saying what?
Train up a child in the way he should go.
And when it says he, it is representative of masculine and feminine. Just like mankind, you know what I'm saying? I say mankind, not talking about only man, you're talking about man, woman, and children. You know what I'm saying? So train up a child in the what?
In the way he should go. And when he is old.
And when he's when?
When he is old.
Keep going.
He will not depart from it.
He will not do what?
Depart from it.
So basically, when you train up a child in the way that they should go, or the things that they should do according to God, when they are older, they will remember that my father said, I can't be a homosexual.
Right.
Because when I was playing with that little doll, I remember he whooped my ass.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Train up a child in the way that they should go so that when they get older, they wouldn't do what?
Will not depart from it.
So let me ask a question. Who in our society right now we shouldn't emulate in ways on how to train our children? Anybody?
The oppressor.
Yes, but I'm talking about in our communities. Go ahead, brother.
Celebrities.
Celebrities. Give your brother a hand, you know what I'm saying? Right. Nice. Now, let me show you something real quick. I'm going to show you something real quick. Take this off. You all seen this?
Nah, I didn't see it.
You can't see it?
I can see it, but that's the first time I'm seeing it.
You all know who these people are, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Right. So this is Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade's son with another woman, right? And he's training up his child in the way of being a homosexual.
Right.
What does the scripture say about being homosexual? That a man cannot, your brothers need to start getting me my precept when I ask questions, man. You know what I'm saying? Where can we find in the Bible that you cannot be a homosexual? Go ahead, brother.
It's like it's in the Old Testament.
Yeah, but script, give me a precept.
Man shall not lie with mankind like woman.
What is that precept? All right, go to Leviticus 20 and 13. Real quick. My brother paraphrased it, so you know what I mean, we already know. To what?
Leviticus.
Yeah.
and 13. Yeah. Kind of. The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 13. If a man, if a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman. Right, now you see that? That's just the first part of it. He's saying if a man lie with another man like he would lie with a woman, right. Keep going. Both of them. What? Both of them. Half. Both of them. One. Both of them. Both of them have committed an abomination. They have done what? Committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. They shall be what? Surely be put to death. So God is saying, if two men decide to have sex and feel that it's okay, you know what I'm saying? Like a man would lie with a woman and procreate and have kids. Same mannerism. It's just that it's two men. What would happen to them? They both shall be put to death. Right. So I'm not saying that we are advocating for putting anybody to death because we're not doing that. The point is, if Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, you know what I'm saying, would train up this little boy right here in the way that he should go according to the Bible, letting him know that he can't be a homosexual. He can't put on women's clothing. Right. He can't paint his nails and put on lipstick and these things. We wouldn't see this today. That's wow. I took a deep breath. I went all the way down. Go ahead, bro.
I read a story that his mother does not like the way they're raising him. And they're having beef about that.
That's true, but she serves a Christian, so what's the difference? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like the pot telling the kettle is black. Like, what is the difference? You know what I mean? Read that scripture again in Proverbs for me about the shop.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 13.
No, 22 and 6. Proverbs. This is in Leviticus right now. 22. Yes, 22 and 6.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 6.
Go ahead.
Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
He will not depart from it. You grill this in your child and let your child know this is what God said. And God said that you are an abomination if you do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, another thing is, we go to church and we expect that righteous, you know what I'm saying, knowledge should be communicated to us. But guess what? The pastor himself is a homosexual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The pastor is licking his lips when he see a little boy come in the school, in the church. You know what I mean? So, in essence, the people that we go to, they don't have the truth, they don't have the knowledge of God. As well as our parents not learning that knowledge, they don't know how to raise our children. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna put the blame on the kids. That, you know what I'm saying? Like we can't just put the blame on the kids, because we do know that there are some parents who are very strict. But even if you're strict and you can't teach the child in the way they should go, then guess what? The child is not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, hold fast to the truth and the knowledge of God when they grow older.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Give me Proverbs 29 and 12. That was a shot. Everybody too hard? It's cold, it's warm, good? It's warm, so okay, what's that?
29 and 12.
29 and 12.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 12. If a ruler hearkens to lies.
Say what now?
If a ruler hearkens to lies.
If a ruler hearkens to lies, keep going.
All his servants are wicked.
Break that down for me, somebody. That was a shot. Go ahead.
So if you're a Trump supporter, you're wicked.
Let's keep it, yes, but let's keep it in our nation for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it within our nation. Okay. Go ahead, sis.
For example, so I could say all the people who follow the pastors in these churches and
Right.
stuff like that, they would be considered wicked as well because their pastor believes lies and teaches the lies, so that allows them to be wicked.
Get this yourself. That's what I was looking for. Now let's go all the way back to Jerusalem. What happened? What happened with our wicked kings? What happened to them?
They died.
Yeah, they died, but how? What happened? All right, for example, what happened to King Solomon? Why was his sons wasn't why was his sons unable to inherit his kingdom? What happened?
If I may, he started to deal with the women from the other nations, so his household wasn't steady and he wasn't bringing up the children right.
Well, yes, but I want the sin that he committed. What did he do? You said it just now. Go ahead.
He started dealing with the other nations.
Right, he started dealing with strange women, sleeping outside of his race. You understand what I'm saying? Now, did King Solomon know better? Of course he did. He was the wisest man. You understand what I'm saying? Why am I saying this? I'm saying this to say that he was a king, he was a ruler of our people, right? And he decided to follow after heathens and do as the heathens do, right? Now, in turn, he got destroyed. He got destroyed because he didn't follow God. He didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments as he was supposed to, right? As the sister was saying, the pastor in the church teaching a doctrine of devils, according to the Bible. Doctrines of devils. You understand what I'm saying? They're teaching what the oppressor has given to our ancestors. Fast forward to 2020. TD Jakes will tell you, you know what I mean? It's okay to be homosexual. You know what I mean? Creflo Dollar, Joshua Holmes, all of them. We will look at Tyler Perry on the TV in a dress and laugh, hee, ha, 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 like it's funny. When the law says you can't wear that which pertaineth to a woman as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just remember what the topic is. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you stray or you deal with the heathens as a leader, when people follow you, as the sister says, you are influencing them to be wicked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're influencing our people to be just as wicked as a white man who wearing a KKK sheet all over his face.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? By telling him, yo, it's cool. Don't worry about what they say. Pray over the pork, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can eat bat. You see what happened to the world now?
Right.
So, go back to that scripture, Bible Kasha. Anybody got questions?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 12.
Go ahead.
If a ruler
If TD Jakes, Al Sharpton, Creflo Dollar, go ahead.
hearkens to lies.
Happens to what?
To lies.
You know what I mean? MLK decide, well, we're going to walk hand in hand with the white people and kumbaya. Now, fast forward to 2020. What's the brother? They just shot them two Edomite shot. Ahmaud Arbery get shot for absolutely no reason. Innocent young man. You know what I'm saying? This is what the lies that have been taught by our leaders have done to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
All his servants are wicked.
All his servants are wicked. Just look at the track record of pastors and people coming out of the Christian church. Selfish, wicked, greedy. You know what I'm saying? Every manner of unclean spirit, that's what they carry. But they'll feel like they're so holy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And why am I saying this? Is because when they don't know the Bible and you go to them, how the hell are you going to be able to teach your children to grow up righteous? You know what I'm saying? Your kids won't learn anything righteous because the people who you go to for that righteousness are wicked. Right. So whatever they teach you, it's going to be wickedness, man. You know what I mean? This is why we're destroyed in America and all over the earth. You have any more on that? You sure?
Con.
Read it again.
Verse 13.
No, read it again.
If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. Verse 13. The poor and the deceitful man meet together.
Jump down to 15.
Verse 15.
Uh-huh.
The rod and the reproof give wisdom.
Say that one more time.
The rod and the reproof give wisdom.
Break that down for me, Brother Bishop. What that mean?
Discipline and punishment bears fruit.
Give it to me simpler than that. Talk to me like you're talking to a 5-year-old. Because we're talking about training children the way they should go, right? So what we talking about? Read it one more time. Sisters,
the rod and the reproof.
Salaki, brother. Sisters, you all can join in too, jump in too. Now, I mean, if you are... You got it? You want to say something? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
The rod and reproof give wisdom.
Tell them where you are. Read it one more time.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 15. The rod and the reproof give wisdom.
The rod and the reproof give wisdom. What I mean? Go ahead.
Like, correction basically leads you to being wise. It teaches you what's right and what's wrong.
You're close. Give me, somebody look up the definition of reproof.
Come on.
Babu Kishan.
You got it?
That one got it.
Nah.
Read that one more time.
The rod and reproof give wisdom.
The rod and reproof give wisdom. Why is the rod?
Punishment. The belt.
The belt. Now we're getting somewhere. The belt. You whoop that ass for leaving the house and going and play with them white little boys. And you get your whole face dipped in mud and you're coming back crying to daddy. Because you didn't know the white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You decide you wanna what? Give me some things that you know kids did do. Or you did as a kid. And your father tie some fire to that little tail of yours. Take the pamper off and you know what I mean? I don't mean really the pamper, but you know what I mean? As long as you can talk, we're not saying that you should abuse your children.
Right.
Never. Don't abuse kids. That's not what we're saying.
Right.
Go ahead, tap on one.
I cut my hair off.
You cut your hair off?
Come.
Who told you to cut your hair?
What do you mean?
Who had told you to cut your hair?
One of my friends had did something with he was messing with my hair and my hair was sticking up. And it was laughing at me, so I'm like, I want to cut it off right now. Like, no, he won't do it. So I took the scissors this way and cut it off.
And then what happened?
And my father seen it the next day and it was over.
That's it.
Right.
You got something?
Yeah, when I was a kid, like I talked back to my father one time, like he told me to turn off the TV or some shit. I was like, I said something, I don't even remember what I said.
Right.
I said something I shouldn't have said. And he smacked me so hard that he put a cut behind my ear. You know?
Right. It's not child abuse, it was just that you had too much mouth on you at the time.
I never did that again.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you were trained in the way that you should go. Don't talk back to your daddy. He's the man of the house. What? Did you do it again? La. You understand?
No, right.
So the rod is that is what it's talking about. Correcting your child. Punishing your child. You know what I mean? Five. You take Shalom, you take a newspaper, right? And you roll it. And then you pop them back. The noise of the newspaper, you know what I mean, will frighten them. Even if it don't hit that much, it will frighten them, you know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, you know what, I ain't messing with this guy, you know what I'm saying? I ain't messing with mommy because I don't like this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I ain't gonna put my hand in the cookie jar again. You know what I'm saying? I used to sneak around, but not this man, the man I used to be when I was younger. I would go and see where they're hiding all the fried fish and then different things. When everybody outside, I act like I go in and pee and I mash up 3-4 fish. One day, I see my mother stand up like that watching me, you know, doing it. I frighten, I get pale. Like this piece of paper. It's funny, man. I didn't get punished, but the whole idea of me doing something wrong and she seeing me doing it and recognizing that I was wrong, I never did it again. You know what I'm saying? But you have to You don't spare the rod and spoil the child. Get that from me, Bible Bishop. Alright? Spare the rod and spoil the child. Get that from me in the Bible. Somewhere in the Bible. Keep going, your answer.
I got the definition of reproof.
Oh, Silake. Go ahead, brother.
Criticism for a fault. Rebuke.
Right. You see that? Correction, man. You know what I mean? Rebuke means to correct. You'll be corrected. Most High Christ. To water, Hebrew. Yeah. You are exactly what General Mohammed said every time he goes to a class and he receives a meal like this.
Right.
You know what you're doing, brother.
God.
You're about the Lord's business. Right. You know what I mean? To water. Go ahead, Tabo one, give me that definition one more time. So that they hear it. This is reproof. Alright? Definition for reproof.
Definition of reproof. Criticism for a fault. Rebuke.
Right. So you'll get criticized, you get chastised, you get corrected for doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? As well as you'll get spanked. Right. So this is what we say. Don't abuse your children. So if your child decides to steal or to do something wrong, you know what I'm saying? Use the Bible, knowing that you have to correct the child with the rod, and also by telling them, this is why I'm punishing you. You know what I'm saying? I beat you with the newspaper. I pop you with the newspaper because you were playing with that doll on your little boy. Little girls play with dolls. You know what I'm saying? You don't put no makeup on. You know what I mean? And little girl, take that dress off. You don't snap your fingers at me at 6 years old.
Right.
What you doing? You trying to be a grown woman before your time? Bah! Know your place. Because I don't want you growing up being a whore.
Right.
You know what I mean? And being, you know what I mean, having to abort your children because you moving around with different men. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about training up a child the way they should go, so that when they reach a certain age, that knowledge will be instilled in them so much so that you don't even have to tell them about it. It will be like second. You know, like when you get up in the morning, you gotta go brush your teeth. That's how it's gonna come to them. You know what I mean? You see like how you know the back of your hand? You know where every pimple on your face? That's how they're going to know how to conduct themselves when you train them. You know what I mean? From a child. Read that from the top again, brother.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 15. The rod and reproof give wisdom.
Now that's the wisdom that you receive. After you corrected, based on the error that you did, and the spanking that you get, you will know, I can't do that no more.
Right.
I'll never do that again. You understand what I'm saying? And that is what is lacking in the black communities. That is what is lacking in our household. One of the other things that has happened is there are no fathers in the household. You know what I'm saying? So it diminishes in the ability for that child to learn what they're supposed to learn from a masculine perspective, from a man's perspective. A woman is compassionate, you know what I'm saying? She's emotional, compassionate, loving, and all that stuff. A woman might not tell a child, listen, what you doing, man? Like, I place an emphasis on it because it's very disgusting and it's something that I hate with the utmost passion. You know what I'm saying? Homosexuality I'm talking about. Your little boy coming with a doll and dress up like a little girl and put on your wig and you laughing, you taking pictures and you put it on Snapchat and Facebook and Instagram. A father will be like, what is nigga doing? My man coming. Bow, come on, man, go take that off, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing? You know what I mean? No, go put your sister's stuff on. Don't put your mama's shoes on. You know what I'm saying? The woman will be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of funny because she don't want to, she knows it's wrong, but because of the compassion, she'll be like, oh, he's young. Now is the time to whoop that ass.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And let him know he can't do it. So that when he grows older, he wouldn't be a Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't be a Martin Lawrence wearing, good night, Big Mama. You know what I mean?
Right.
Eddie Murphy. You all know what I'm talking about.
Come.
You know what I mean? You do it young. And that's why the importance of the father in the house. Go ahead.
Well,
my great nephew, like, but his father wasn't in the house though. But his father, you could tell when he was young, he was kind of going that way. And the mother let him play with dolls and all that, and the father too. The father wasn't living in the house, but I never seen the father like discipline him or nothing. But I knew and that nigga fierce right now.
Why you think he fierce? Oh, meaning what?
Fierce is a word they use in the gay community to show that means that you're very expressive and you're prominent in your gayness.
We'll come back to that, what you're saying there, and I'm going to show you what the Bible says about that type of thing. Meaning, not just the gay part, but when you're not trained in the right way, what will happen? What is the result? How your parents going to feel and look at you based on what you're doing as a result of not being taught in the right way. You understand? Finish up that scripture for me. Let's move on a little.
But a child,
read it from the top. Proverbs 29 and 15.
The rod and reproof give wisdom. But a child left to himself.
Wait. Say that one more time.
Left to himself.
A child left to what?
Himself.
And that himself, again, is not talking about just boys. It's talking about himself, little boys, little girls, and so on and so forth. Like mankind, you know what I mean? This is the context. Read it again. Read it from the top.
The rod and reproof give wisdom.
So you learn after you get punished, you know what I'm saying, for what you did, not to do it again. To do a good thing, not a wrong thing. Keep going.
But a child left to himself.
But a child left to himself, what does that mean? A child left to himself. Go ahead, sis.
Like when you let the child make their own decisions for themselves.
There you go. Get this sister, you know what I'm saying? Like our illustrious brother and sister, Dwayne Wade. To let the child believe, okay, well, I can choose my sexual preference at age 12. You know what I'm saying? Read on and see what happens. Keep going.
Bringeth his mother to shame.
Does what?
Bringeth his mother to shame.
So how, name me how this child can shame their mother, even if they are allowing him to do whatever he wants. Explain to me how he can shame them. Think about it. Think about it. Think about what we're going over. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sis.
It would be shameful because it was their responsibility to raise them, and they allowed the child to be whatever way they wanted to be, and then the product will show them how they're not caring or their lack of discipline return the child.
You know why you're responding like that? Because you're inside the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
Because you know better. These celebrities, they are the ones who telling the child, yo, you can be a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? So how are they gonna be shamed by that? They're not shamed because they are allowing it. They're actually pushing him to embrace his feminine spirit, which is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Man have testosterone. You know what I mean? Not estrogen. You know what I mean? So how, let's examine it again. Like how can, what's his name?
His name is
Zion.
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 Zion is his actual name.
Right, so we call him Zion. Right, so Zion, right? So Zion, how is Zion gonna make Gabriel Union and Dwayne Wade ashamed of him? Yeah, I got you on that one.
Come.
No sweat. Read the scripture one more time.
The rod and the reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame.
How is this child gonna bring shame to the parents? Go ahead.
As he gets older, like he's gonna get more and more into himself and what he wants, and then his behavior is gonna be so outrageous that even the mother and the father are gonna be shamed of it.
Go ahead, Officer Michael.
For me, it's gonna bring shame to his parents because they're not able to tell him anything. He does what he wants to do.
That's the reason why he is the way he is, because he does what he want to do, because they tell him he can do what he want to do. So not really. Anybody else? Go ahead, brother.
Repeat the question.
how can Zion bring shame to Gabriel Union and Dwayne Wade? Because what we're talking about is training a child in the way they should go. He is going the wrong way. He's going about it based on how his parents is teaching him that he can be a homosexual. He can embrace his feminine spirit and put on a dress and do these things, which is against God. You know what I'm saying? Can't. Now, I'm asking, based on the scripture that the brother read, it says if you leave a child to themselves, then they're going to bring shame to the parents. I'm asking, how is this child going to bring shame to his parents? And they are raising him in the way he's going up now. But how can he bring shame to them? Go ahead.
Like when he realizes that's not the right way to go and decides to change.
You giving me that response because you're in here, but they in the world and they don't know better. So, you want me to get to your... All right. You one more shot.
About being a homosexual?
Yes, all that it's true, but go ahead.
So is it because...
Wait, give it to me. You have it in them. Say it.
If he's being homosexual, that's gonna bring certain things. Certain things are gonna happen. He's gonna get AIDS or something.
Say what now? Say
He's gonna get AIDS.
Say what now?
He's gonna get AIDS.
What?
He's going to get AIDS.
And then what?
Die.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's the shame. That's the ultimate shame. Right. They have to go now in the emergency room. We're seeing a bunch of needles and IVs all in him. Right. He's rotting to death. Now they're gonna be like, oh shit, what did we do? Right. You know what I'm saying? That's the shame. Come. You know what I mean? And it's too late because Zion is going to be flies and, you know what I'm saying, whatever else in a couple of weeks. I'm not wishing that on the brother. I wish that he would just change. You know what I'm saying? I pray that, you know what I'm saying, brothers and sisters going through these types of, you know what I'm saying, things with their parents, some way get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because obviously they're pushing it on the little boy. You know what I mean? He's going along with it. He's a celebrity child, so, you know what I mean? But the point is, Tabo one is right. AIDS is what's he's gonna make them very ashamed when he have AIDS. Or his boyfriend whoop his ass to the point where he nigh unto death. You understand what I'm saying? Like it will click now. You think they don't know it's a wrong thing they're doing? They know it's a wrong thing. But for clout, you know what I'm saying? For you know what I'm saying, that lifestyle, that alternative lifestyle, the oppressor tell them that they can live. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to go there. Anyway, keep going, brother. It's a lot. Keep going, man. You know where you're at? 15. Read verse 15 again.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 15. The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself.
Zion is left to himself. You know what I'm saying? And tons of other young kids. You know? They are left to themselves to make decisions. Yeah. You know what I mean? That adults supposed to be making for them. You know what I mean? Yes. Keep going.
But a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame.
Bring his mother to shame. Keep going.
Verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases.
Break that down for me. Read it again.
When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases.
So like when more people start to become wicked, when people allow their kids to grow up like that and be like him, then more sin is spread throughout the earth. They're gonna, you know what I'm saying, eventually affect someone else's life, and then it's just gonna continue.
Yes, I'll take that, but I want it simple and succinct with regards to the topic that we have. Read it one more time, brother. You're not wrong. You're right. You're right. But I want it very simple.
When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases.
We're talking about children. So what happened?
More children are born into
No,
this.
don't go to that point of more children being born and stuff like that. Children are on the earth. Right?
Right.
The verse we read prior to this one says what?
You bring your mother to shame.
Right. So if a child is left to himself or herself, what will happen?
He doesn't have guidance, so he can do whatever he wants.
Right. So now read the second verse after it.
But the righteous shall see
No. Read verse 16.
This is verse 16.
No, read from the top.
Oh.
Yeah.
When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth.
Right. So how? What does it mean that when the wicked multiply, transgression increase? What based on the context of what we're talking about? How is that? Good, brother.
His mother and father is the wicked, and they multiply the sins together.
I can take that, yes. All right, let me just get to you. So, Dwayne Wade and Gabriel Union, right, is teaching this boy to be a homosexual, right? What do you think is going to happen? He's going to grow up being what was it what you used a while ago?
Fierce.
He's going to be a fierce homosexual. You understand what I'm saying? Now influencing other people to be homosexuals. That is wickedness. How would say it? I don't want to.
Wicked transgressions increase. Wickedness increase.
Where is it? Read it. When the wicked is multiplied.
When the wicked are multiplied,
right,
transgression increases.
Right. So you see that from two people to one person to this person affecting a multitude of people.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
If I may, sir, I'm not sure if you're gonna bring it out later in the class, but it reminds me, it's like similar to the situation now. If you heard about Lil Boosie, his situation with his son, like, and when I seen it, it's like, okay, I remember being young and other people thinking like that, and me thinking like that stupidness, because I wasn't in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when you, like you said, you brought out earlier when you said, like, you know what I mean, if you let a kid do what they want to do, you tell a 12-year-old boy, hey, we're gonna get you a stripper and get you this.
Right.
Like, sure, I'm ready.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, nobody thinks about, well, what about 10 years down the line when he's 22 and he thinks it's okay for him to deal with a 12-year-old girl?
Exactly.
Or something like that.
Exactly.
No one thinks about how these things are a cycle that affect other people.
Right.
Because they want to do something wicked.
And give brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? And that is how wickedness is multiplied and transgression. What? Read it. Keep the Bible in your hand, bro.
Verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases.
Right. So that's how they spread sin. The pastor, Eddie Long had sex with so many little boys, and now they are pastors molesting little boys. Am I making this up? You understand what I'm saying? So once we understand that the Bible is the actual book to fix black people, what should we do? I'm looking at everybody, even if I'm looking at him. Go ahead.
We should teach the Bible.
Which we?
Us.
Which us?
I.S.U.P.K.
Oh, get it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but really, what I'm trying to say is, the point I'm trying to make is, we have to educate our kids according to what the law of God says, what the Bible says, not how we feel and what don't be politically correct with the society that you're living in, so that people wouldn't look down on you. Remember earlier in the class, when you just started the class, I said a lot of people getting shunned and rebuked for telling the truth. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people on the opposite side of the spectrum getting kudos and praises for being absolutely wicked and disgusting.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So now, Commanding General Yahanna in the I.S.U.P.K have to reverse thousands of years, hundreds of years of these types of behavior in our community. You know what I'm saying? Anybody have any questions? We good? I got a quick article here I wanted to just cover real quick. Now, it's talking about sex education in the elementary schools and stuff, and you'll see some incredible stuff that these people talking about, man. You know what I mean? When I say incredible, incredibly wicked. You know what I mean? Who should I send it to? Who send it to you? All right, cool. I'll send it to you now. Send it to you. Let me know when you get it, all right? Okay. Sex education in elementary schools. So we're just gonna go over the first couple sentences.
You send me a text or an email?
The text. Text. It's still
yeah, it's not coming through yet.
Yeah, it come. You're gonna wait from the outside. Oh shit. Anyway, so we were talking about, you know what I'm saying, like learning the truth. Like the I.S.U.P.K is the only place right now that we can teach our children the ways in which they should grow up. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
Well, why am I saying this? Why am I saying I.S.U.P.K is the only place? Why am I saying this?
Because we're the home of the truth.
But the Christian church say they are the truth. So how are you gonna prove it?
We use the scriptures to prove it.
Yeah, we use the scriptures to prove it, but all right, give me a precept to prove what you're saying. Give me a precept.
None of these shall fail. What is that?
All right, let me make it simple for you. Give me Matthew 7 and 17 or something like that. Yeah. This is just a quick sidebar. You know what I'm saying? Like we teach our men and our women according to the laws of God and what we should know. So this is why when we're talking about training our children, we're not going to talk about training our children according to how the oppressor trains his children, or how the oppressor says you're supposed to train your child, you know what I mean? Or raise up a child, you know what I mean? They have laws, like for example, in some states, there are laws that you can't beat your child. There are some laws, there are some states that says you can beat your child, but as long as it's an open hand, you know what I'm saying? And it can't be in rage or forceful or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Which is okay, fine. But as long as you do this to a child, knowing that this law is in effect, they're gonna call 911 on you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the way the oppressor set up his system. The Bible is saying, spank them now and then, and explain to them why you're spanking them. You know what I mean? So that they will know that the wrong that they did, they shouldn't do it. You know what I mean? We are the only ones teaching that.
Right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care even if your pastor feeling like he taking tithes money and feeding the people every Sunday. That ain't compared to what Commanding General YAHANNA and
That's right.
the I.S.U.P.K do. You know what I'm saying? And why am I saying this? I'm saying this again to emphasize the point that what he's going to read is proof that what we do is only us doing it. You know what I'm saying? Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 17.
Read.
Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit.
Go on one verse above it.
Verse 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits.
Say what now?
Ye shall know them by their fruits.
Keep going.
Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles?
Thistles. Right. So basically, you shall know them by their what?
Their fruits.
By their fruits. the fruits of the I.S.U.P.K are righteous fruits.
Right.
You understand? Why am I saying this? You don't see our brothers getting arrested for weed or for sleeping with transvestites because, you know what I'm saying, you're full of lust, you go and have sex with somebody, and when you find out there's a man, you kill them. Or you shoot them in the face or do whatever.
Right.
You don't see that happening to us. You know why? Because we have protocols in the school to govern our lives and the way we conduct ourselves as grown people. And the Bible is the source of all of that. You know what I'm saying? Can you say the same thing for the Christian church? Why can't you say the same thing for the Christian church? We don't have homosexuals inside the I.S.U.P.K. I hope not. If I discover you, then it's a wrap.
A homosexual would never survive in here, man. He could never hide it. That, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Salaki, I pray to God that they don't come. You know what I mean? Yeah. We don't have those types of unrighteous characteristics in our people inside of the UPK. But I can go in the church tonight, tomorrow, anytime, and point out a homosexual just because of the way he bent his wrist or the way he flamboyant and expressive and what's the word?
Fierce.
He fierce. You know what I'm saying? So like you know what I mean? We can go in any other religious sect or organization and point out some evil that is going on consistently. You can't find that in here.
That's right.
That's why, read it again.
Ye shall know them by their fruits.
Shall know them by their fruits. The fruits of the I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA are righteous fruits, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why we train in our people according to the laws of God. We train our children according to the laws of God. Drop down to the next verse.
Verse 17. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit.
But what is a corrupt tree? What is a corrupt tree?
A sinful tree.
What is a corrupt tree?
Pastors.
Well, I give her a hand because she close. You know what I mean? The pastors, the Christian church is a corrupt tree.
Right.
And it brings forth pastors who molest your children, steal your money, tell you that you're going to pork, and do every manner of evil that is against God. You know what I'm saying? Why we are the home of the truth is because we follow the Bible and everything it says, and everybody else don't. That's why we're the home of the truth. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
All right, so go back to Proverbs for me. Where we at?
16.
We're on 16?
Yeah, Proverbs 29 and 16.
Yeah, read it.
When the wicked are multiplied, transgressions increases, but the righteous shall see their fall.
The righteous shall do what?
See their fall.
Nice. So you paying attention to all the evil that's going on, and you remain righteous, and you, whatever that has been instilled in you from child to adult, according to the law, you're gonna watch them fall. Right. You're gonna hear on the news that Zion have AIDS in the emergency room. You're gonna hear that little Boosie getting strippers for his son. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear it. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see our kids getting shot in the streets because they didn't have that righteous upbringing from their parents because they joined gangs and Tekashi 6ix9ine and all them type of things. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see it and you're gonna see them fall. There'll be no more and you're still gonna be here. Because why? We keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. We're doing according to God. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 17.
Correct
thy son.
Do what?
Correct thy son.
Do what?
Correct thy son.
Well, so what that's saying? It's straightforward. What the Bible saying to do?
Correct thy son.
Keep going, brother.
And he shall give thee rest.
Nice. Correct thy son and he shall give thee rest. What does that mean?
If you discipline him, he's not gonna give you a whole lot of headaches and a whole lot of problems.
True, but narrow it down. Give me specifics.
Not gonna misbehave and cause you to be ashamed.
Let's look at it this way. A child with the knowledge that they should have, when you really correct it, when they grow up, you're not gonna be afraid. You're not gonna be worrying every time your 16-year-old son leave the house. You understand what I'm saying? And go play basketball. Because you know that nigga, he's not a follower. You know what I'm saying? He understands what he has been taught by mommy and daddy. He go play ball, he have fun with his friends. His time to come home is 5 o'clock. He's always home on time. You know what I'm saying? He'll give you what? Rest. Like, you wouldn't have to worry every time. You wouldn't have to worry about going to bail him out. You wouldn't have to worry about him. Again, you don't have to worry about going to the emergency room and seeing him on trips because he have AIDS. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to have that worry.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
And he shall give delight.
And Salak, it's the same thing for the sisters too. You know what I'm saying? When you see son, again, you know what I mean? It's talking about men and women or boys and girls. You know what I'm saying? It applies to both sexes or genders. You know what I mean? Same way you will not allow your daughter to be snapping her finger at 6 and wearing certain revealing type of garments. You know what I mean? At age 6. She would grow up with the whole understanding that a woman has to be silent and have a modest apparel. You know what I mean? So when she grows older, she wouldn't be like walking down the street with her ass crack out and almost getting raped, or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, she will know how to conduct herself so that you wouldn't have to worry about her every time she leave the house. Right. You know what I'm saying? Well, I wonder what she's doing. She ain't called me yet. You know what I'm saying? I know there are fathers and mothers worried every single day their daughter go to school, man. Or their son leave the house because they know them niggas ain't got nothing good in their head. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show you what would happen when a child doesn't obey. Go ahead, brother.
So like y'all don't want it from me. Back when we was young in school, girls used to leave the house with a different clothes, and when they get to school, they change and put on another.
You see that? No. If you're raising a child in the way they should go, you should know everything that's going on with your child, man. You know what I mean? Listen, I ain't saying that you should go and unzip her bag and see what she going. You know what I mean? Lift the tampons open or the pads and look in it to see if it have weed or what. You know what I mean? You should know your child. A good father knows his children. A good mother, well, a good father knows his children. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it at that. He's the head of the house. You know what I mean? Keep going, brother.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 17. Correct thy son.
Correct thy son and thy daughters. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And he shall give thee rest.
And he shall give thee rest. You wouldn't be worried when your child goes out the door because you train your child in the way they should go. Right. Keep going.
He shall give delight unto thy soul.
He shall give what?
Delight.
What?
Delight.
What I mean? Yeah, basically, you'll be happy. You know what I mean? You'll be stress free.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know that your child listened to you and didn't play with that doll. You know what I mean? And put on women's apparel when he was young. The moment you slap the shit out of him, Salakia, you know what I mean? You realize, yo, I can't go on that side because daddy wants me to be on that side. You know what I mean? And he stay on that side, and he's a big man now. So when he leave the house and he go wherever, you will never get a call saying, hey, you know this man here, we catch him with 2 ounces of weed. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get any type of issue with him, in that he was trained in the way he should go, and now he's grown. It's with him. It didn't depart from him. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish.
Where there's no vision, what?
the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Nice, break that down. Tell me what that really talking about. Read it again. Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. What I mean? Keep the law and be happy. Or what the first part of it say? If you don't keep the law, then you're going to perish. What does the first part of it say? Read it. When there is no vision. What that mean? You can't see the truth. Go ahead.
When a person doesn't have vision, they don't have values, and they don't have morals, and certain things that they stand on to help them succeed. Not necessarily succeed in life, but to guide them through life so that they, don't die and don't get AIDS and stuff like that. So for example, us who believe in the law and understand the law, we know that if we follow the law to the best of our ability, we receive the kingdom. That's the vision to have, is to, have the kingdom. They don't have that, so they don't mind going out here, selling weed.
YOLO. One life to live.
You only, like you're saying.
Right. And that's give this is the hand, you know what I'm saying? That's the closest. So the vision that we're talking about is the people who are mandated again to give us the righteous instructions according to the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? Look at black people in America. We have no vision, like you said. Like we have no moral compass to guide us, to show us, look, if we do this, we will attain the kingdom of heaven. We will be rulers in this place.
Right.
If we stop eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Stop being homosexuals. You know what I'm saying? Stop smoking weed. You know what I mean? Salakia. This brother, I should have taken the picture. One of the brothers on the grill had said it, and I was laughing, and I saw it with my two eyes. The nigga have a hole in his mask with a cigarette in it, man. Salakia. Like, what is the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have no vision. We just like zombies walking around the place with TD Jake stealing our money, Creflo Dollar doing the same thing, or our uncles and our aunties molesting us, doing all kinds of evil because they come from a corrupt tree. A tree that is corrupt will bring corrupt fruit. The Christian church is corrupt and it brings corrupt people. People that are lawless. They don't know the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? We're not focused to the point where we know, okay, you know what? If we separate from the oppressor, then guess what? We can have Black Wall Street again. You know what I mean? We can have our own gated communities, and we don't have to have white police officers coming in our neighborhoods and kill our kids.
Right.
We'd be separate, yeah, brother.
No, it's like want me to get that precept in Proverbs 13:30?
Yeah, go ahead, get to me.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 24. He that spareth his rod hateth his son.
Say that again.
He that spareth his rod hateth his son.
You hear that? Any more on that?
But he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes.
Meaning all the time. Every time I get a chance to whoop your ass, I'll whoop your ass and I'll correct you.
Right.
Because I don't want you growing up to be some disgusting abomination on the earth, brother.
It's like, so like, you know what I'm saying? What you bring out is so heavy because that is the same way the Most High is. Like, there's never a time when we was being wicked, he was like, oh, I'm going to let it slide.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, he punished us. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Every single time.
In words of 12 General Mahamin, if you want to know how God operates, just know how a good father on the earth operates.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? This is support what you just said. You know what I mean? Keep going, brother. Anyway, you know what? You can drop that. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 21 and verse 18. Let me show you something real quick. What scripture was that? Proverbs? Salaki.
No, it's what? Give it to him. Maya.
With the precept?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Proverbs 13 and 24.
Got it?
What you want? I don't want to do it around.
Yeah. Give me Deuteronomy chapter, what did I say again? 21? Yeah, 21 and 18. That was the show.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, verse 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son,
What?
if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son,
Nice. The Bible is going to tell you what to do. Even if you correcting the child and you're doing everything that you can in your power to make sure that child grows up to be right in your side and in the side of God. But if that child is what?
stubborn and rebellious,
Which
which will not obey the voice of his father,
will not obey the voice of his father. Keep going.
or the voice of his mother,
Or the voice of his mother.
and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them.
Nice. You getting whooped 24/7. You know what I mean? You're getting corrected 24/7. But you still smoking weed, bro? Your parents didn't just whoop your ass just a while ago?
Right.
And you down by the basketball court puffing on a blunt again? You know what I mean?
Right.
And this is not talking about like a toddler and an 8-year-old. We're talking about someone who has understanding. You 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, you're living with your mother and your father. You know what I'm saying? You're getting chastised for doing the wrong thing, and you still insist on doing the wrong thing. Keep going, brother.
Verse 19. Then shall his father,
Then shall who?
then shall his father and his mother
Go ahead.
lay hold on him,
Do what?
lay hold on him,
Go ahead.
and bring him out unto the elders of his city, and unto the gate of his place.
Keep going.
Verse 20. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn
This
and rebellious.
this our son is what?
Stubborn
Keep going.
and rebellious.
And what?
And rebellious. He would not obey our voice. He is a gluten.
He's a what?
A gluten.
Right. Meaning you eating as the day going, you finishing everything in the fridge because you have the munchies, you're smoking so much weed. You know what I mean? Am I lying? So this is not the reality of the life of a lot of our kids living. I'm not making. Where you reading that from, brother?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, verse 20.
Right. This is not I.S.U.P.K words. The Lord is saying it in the Bible. You know what I mean? That's what's the beautiful thing about the I.S.U.P.K.
That's
You
right.
can vex with me if you want, but I just read and I say what God said. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You vex with me. I ain't say that. Read it from the top, brother.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, verse 20. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn.
This our son is stubborn, man. He's hard-headed. You know the amount of time I whooped this man for not putting on a dress? For putting on a dress? And I just opened his door and went into his room and he's modeling in a swimsuit. You're not so happy, bro. Keep going.
And rebellious.
And rebellious, man. You know what I mean? He won't listen to nothing. Keep going.
He will not obey our voice. He is gluten.
He is gluten. Go ahead.
And a drunkard.
And a drunkard. You smoking so much weed, you cigarettes, you coming home smelling alcohol. You know what I mean? All your clothes smelling like doo-doo because he's a homosexual. All kinds of things going on. You know what I mean? This is what parents would do, right? If you're correcting a child and the child doesn't hear, you take them to the elders of the city. Keep going.
Verse 21. And all the men of his city.
And all the men of the city, all the men, he didn't say women, all the men, because you know men have strength. What would the men do to that boy? Keep going.
Shall stone him.
Wait, shall do what?
Shall stone him.
Shall what?
Shall stone him.
Shall applaud him for being a homosexual.
Shall stone him.
Shall applaud him for being a glutton.
Shall stone him.
Shall applaud him for eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, and doing every manner of evil on the earth.
Shall stone him.
Go ahead.
With stones.
With what?
With stones.
Keep going.
That he died.
You see that? Now, I'm not saying that you're going to have to bring any child to the I.S.U.P.K so we can stone the child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that knowing the laws of the Bible and what we should do with our children, this is how we do it. You know what I mean? You have a child and you feel like you can't take care of the child, bring it to the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
We'll take care of the child. You know what I'm saying? Too many children under the wing of Commanding General YAHANNA right now. You know what I mean? The abortion went sideways. They couldn't abort. They didn't have money. They don't want a child. Bring it to the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
We'll take care of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
As well as you have children. You want to say something?
No, you finish it.
All right. You wanna correct your child every day, and the child is still rebellious and wicked in spirit because he's being influenced by the oppressor, by TV. You know what I'm saying? Beavis and Butthead, SpongeBob. You know what I'm saying? South Park. You know what I mean? That's what they're watching, and they grow up with certain things, even if you're trying to correct them. Bring them in here, and they're going to get the righteous chastening that they're supposed to receive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're not going to stone them to death, but we're going to stone them to death with the truth according to the Bible.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So that they will grow up knowing that, hey, I shouldn't have done this.
Right.
I was corrected, and now this is where my direction, my path is now. I ain't gonna be doing this no more. I ain't smoking weed no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And General Muhammad said this, man, which is so heavy, right? Don't wait for you to stop smoking to come. Don't wait for you to stop being a whoremonger for you to come.
Right.
Come with it. And while we're in class, we'll be talking about it so much, your spirit will be convicted. One of two things might happen. Either you stop being a homosexual, you stop smoking weed, eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, or you say, to hell with you all niggas and go back to the world and do all manner of evil and die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
Like, so what you saying is so heavy, right?
I ain't the shit, man.
Because I remember, like, even when I first came in, it felt like every class I was just being targeted. You understand? And it's like, until I came to the truth, I really didn't understand. It's like, then when I started to bring people, they would come to the class, they'd be like, hey man, you tell him I had that problem, you told him about that such and such. I felt like he was covering me the whole class. I'm like, nah man, that's just the Lord, man. That's just the
That's
truth.
like, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's how it works, you know what I'm saying? Like, you will get corrected. Bring your children to the priest, the true priest and prophet of the Lord on earth right now in the I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? Bring them. We'll correct them. We'll show them the way that they should be raised. You know what I mean? We'll teach you to teach them. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. You don't, because actually it makes sense because a lot of our people don't even know that you shouldn't eat pork. Simple thing like pork. I go to Bojangles, right? So like a sidebar real quick. And I'm saying I want some dirty rice, but I don't want no pork in it. You know what the girl telling me? No, it's not pork, it's sausage. We just crushed the sausage up. I'm like, you stupid. Pork is sausage. Don't put it in it. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't tell her she's stupid because I know she's ignorant. You know what I mean? So I'm saying this to say, when you get the knowledge according to the Bible, and that knowledge you can only find in the I.S.U.P.K, then you will see a difference in our society. You'll see a difference in our people's behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no way you're going to change or reform your life by going to church or going and listen to Farrakhan. You know what I mean? You're not going to change. You're going to be the same exact person that the first day you came to Farrakhan, the Nation of Islam, or the Christian church, on the day you die, you're going to be that same person. You know what I mean? There's no reform. You know what I mean? Anyway, where we at?
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 21.
21, read that again.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 21. And all the men of the city shall stone him with stones, that he die. So shalt thou put evil away from among you, and Israel shall hear and fear.
Right, nice. So you see, now a lot of times when we see like kids get shot in the streets and all these things, right? You'll be like, Oh, yeah, man, it's the white man, God using the white man to kill. No. See, black on black crime, that's the most high judgment for our disobedience. You know what I'm saying? For us not knowing better, for us listening to wicked leaders that cause sin to be multiplied. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has nothing to do with that. I just want to make that clear. You know what I mean? Let me go to Ecclesiasticus. Yeah, so I gotta go with my notes for this one. Yeah. Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, Bible Shop, 23 and 25. Yeah. We're still on the topic of, you know what I mean, how we should train our children. You know what I mean? What should we do with regards to allowing our children to know right from wrong? Letting our children know they can't be homosexual, they can't smoke weed, they can't eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. You can't hate your brother in your own heart. We're talking about these things that, you know what I mean, is prominent in our neighborhoods and in our communities. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second. You know what I mean? Don't forget your thought. You know what I mean? The regular stuff is pork, crab, shrimp, lobster, because we do that a lot. We eat a lot of those abominable foods. A lot of us are homosexuals. A lot of us smoke weed and stuff like that. But also in the script, it says that we're supposed to love our brother as ourselves.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Love your neighbor as yourself, and your neighbor not the Chinaman not living next to you. You know what I mean? He's just living next to you. He's not of your family or your flesh.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So all these things that we are lacking in our communities, the knowledge that we're supposed to have, you know what I mean? I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA have it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is why we're giving it to you, so that you will not get shot by police officers because you have ounce of cocaine on you. You will know that cocaine is abominable, you're not supposed to have it, so you will never be around anybody that have it or have it at all. You won't be a whore, you won't be a homosexual, you won't do anything to disgrace your nation. Make sense? Go ahead, brother.
That's like, sorry, this is such a heavy topic, man, and it just proves to me, like, more and more with every class, like, this Bible, every class is proving more and more like how we don't need these other nations for anything.
Right, damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like even with raising up children, like the Bible has everything we need to do that. Like, and I just always think about the scripture I got from you on the one in Ecclesiasticus 28 and 40, speaking on like living a beggar's life. And
right.
When our people don't know how to deal with our children or know how to, you know what I'm saying, handle situations, we go to the oppressor,
right,
and he gives us bits and crumbs. You understand what I'm saying? And finds a way to still manipulate that help, that so-called help that he gives anyway, like
exactly,
to further destroy us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like for women, people don't know how to deal with their children. You know what I'm saying? They have the LGBT community to lean on because they're like, oh, we'll accept your children, we'll love them, and they can be the best that they can be. You may think that's help and clarity, but it's just destroying us more and more. Man.
And you done right, brother. That's right. You know what I'm saying? You get the article. As you said that there, I want to go to what he said. Like he brought out a heavy point. Like when we live a beggar's life, we go to the oppressor and we emphasize that we need help. Right. We need food stamp. We need welfare. Right. Where is my stimulus check? You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Now, in the household, there are no fathers. What do I do with my child? All right, you know what? LGBT. Right. All right, we have sex education in school. We'll teach the child how to conduct themselves and this and that and blah, blah, blah. It's a lie. Everything that the white man does is a mirage. Right. You know what I'm saying? Pale face speak with forked tongue. You know what I mean? His words is smooth and butter, but war is in his heart. He always have an ulterior motive. Right. You know what I mean? In ways on how to destroy our people. You know, you get the article? You understand? It didn't come through. What you mean, man? It didn't come through. Lucky. I don't know why. Alright, you know what?
Try to send it to one of the other brothers, because it didn't come through on mine.
Alright. Salaki. Read this for me, brothers.
I'm trying to crack.
Just take it through. And if it goes out, you know what the password is, right?
16.
King James Version of the Bible.
1611. I knew it was 16
There
something.
you go, yeah. Read that article for me real quick, because we
Sexuality, romance, and love. A separate but related aspect of sex education has to do with sexuality, love, and romance.
This is what they've been taught to our 7-year-old, 8-year-olds in school. You hear that? Read the topic, read the title again.
Oh, what that was it. Sex education is the title. Why elementary school sex education?
Right. Why you teaching children about sex in school? Why? That is something that's supposed to be done by a mother and a father. I don't want the white man teaching my child about sex in school.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That is not the way I want my child to be trained and grow up with their perception of sex education in the school. You understand what I'm saying? Because the white man is a natural homosexual and a pedophile and just name every abominable thing that you can. The white man is that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you teaching my child nothing when it comes to sex and those things. You know what I'm saying? Read.
How to talk about sex in elementary schools is one of the more controversial issues facing educators today. There are those who feel that sex education does not belong in the schools at all.
Wait, Slacker, who second that notion? Raise your hands. Who second that notion? Who second the notion that sex education should not be taught in schools? So the eyes have it.
Right.
Keep going.
And then there are others who believe that the more, Salakia, we educate children early, the healthier they will be.
Wait, Salakia. The more we educate children earlier, the healthier they'll be. So educating a child that as a boy he can blow around, you think that's healthy? You see how the white man is the devil, the Bible says. You see how evil they are? Because this is what they're pushing in the schools. Go ahead, brother.
If I may, they got those, what do you call those, transvestites, and those, what do you call them, transgender?
Yeah, transgender.
Going into the school
I seen it.
to assimilate the children, to accept them.
Right.
You know, like that's a normal
That's
lifestyle.
a normal lifestyle. A man with a dress and a wig on and lipstick and makeup. It's fine.
In the school.
Yeah, you telling Devante that it's okay to look at Trey and say, you know what I mean, we can hook up. In the school, it's filthy, disgusting, and wicked, man.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? Keep going, brother.
The healthier they will be as they grow.
Every time you say that fuck crawl in my blood. It's not gonna make them healthy.
It's an oxymoron.
You know, yeah, it's an oxymoron. You teaching the children to be evil and wicked against God. You know what I'm saying? And you're saying it's gonna make them healthy.
Right.
How drinking poison is gonna make me healthy? Take that one. You know what I mean? Keep going, brother.
As they grow older. Regardless of your own viewpoint on this sometimes loaded topic, it can be helped to have a sense of what sex education means.
Nice. Salaki, slow down. Go back to the second paragraph. Regardless.
A separate sexuality, romance, and love.
No. Regardless, down in the middle where he was just now.
Oh, okay. Regardless of your own viewpoint.
Right. You see that? Just that alone tells me that whoever wrote this and whoever, how to put it, whoever wrote this, based on what they know about sex education in school, they're saying, regardless of what you think, that shit's gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're still gonna do it. You know what I mean? We're gonna push homosexuality on the black kids. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make the men effeminate. We're gonna make their women masculine. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna teach them about things that they shouldn't really know at that age, and you can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, brother.
It can be helpful to have a sense of what sex education means in the elementary grades and how to handle some of its more controversial aspects.
Let's hear what they say. Keep going.
Sexuality, romance, and love. A separate but related aspect of sex education has to do with sexuality, love, and romance. Young children are more...
What?
young children,
Didn't say adults, right?
young children
Keep going, brother.
are often more aware of these issues than adults might suspect.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's a goddamn lie. I didn't know nothing about sex when I was growing up in it. Hold your thought. You know what I mean? A lot of our brothers and sisters worry about PlayStation, Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like when I was growing up, I don't know about this generation too much, but growing up, I wasn't paying attention to too much of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I was busy being a child. You know what I'm saying? So to make that statement, that's a blast. That's a lie. That's a lie. Children don't know more about sex than adults. How the hell you gonna say that? You know what I mean? And you always see the reason why I brought up the adult. Keep going, brother. We should discuss it, man.
In part because of media exposure and simply from coexisting in a world with teenagers and adults. It is helpful to talk frankly with children about love and relationships and what is fair and healthy to expect from another person.
No, yeah, that. You see, the reason why they say that is because they like, okay, so, you know what I mean, a little boy, 7 years, a little girl, they have their tablet there on YouTube, so they can watch any nasty, perverted thing that's going on there. All right, let's focus for a second. A parent who is diligent and understanding enough that the content that is on YouTube and TV and media and stuff, would you just willy-nilly allow your child to do whatever, be on any site? It's the same thing the Bible is saying. You know what I'm saying? You have to train them up. Right. You cannot leave them to themselves. You have to monitor what they're doing as they're growing up and let them know what is acceptable and what is unacceptable. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got something to say, bro?
Yeah, come on, guys. Like I said, like, I done seen some like cartoons that they consider to be, you know, approved or appropriate for like, you know, 5 or 6 years old. And like when you actually, I've sat there like listen to like the dialogue and how they talk, what they talk about, and the problems, the situations they put themselves to. That shit is not for kids.
Right, and you see that point you just brought out? A parent who is vigilant, you know what I'm saying, and knows, you know what I mean, wisdom of the Bible, will instill a certain level of discipline in your child. Now listen, I know you like to watch Beavis and Butthead, but you ain't at the age for that shit right now. And if I catch you watching that, it's your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not only about going out and doing things at school and fighting and stuff like that. It's correction, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would correct a child and let a child know, like, you can't watch that. If you watch this, if I catch I catch you watching this, you're going to stand on your hands in the room for all.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't do that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just to threaten them and let them know how serious you are.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Pop them with that magazine, you know what I mean? You can't watch that, change it. This is why on most smart televisions, there are parental what? Parental what? Restrictions. You know what I'm saying? You can restrict what the kids watch based on the rating of whatever the program is. You know what I'm saying? Then you have Y7, you have, you know what I'm saying? Young, PG-13 and stuff like that. You can restrict it for them not being able to watch movies like that. If the movies come on, it will just flip to something else. The tablet, you check it and make sure that you're the one who create the password and everything for them. And you check it ever so often to ensure that they don't clear their browser and you know what they're looking at. You know what I'm saying? That's responsible. You know what I mean? And you'll only learn that in the I.S.U.P.K because everybody else say, well, I buy his tablet for him, let him do his thing. You know what I mean? Now he's watching gay porn on the tablet. And then you wonder now why 5 years later when he with 19, 20 years, he knocked on your door, hey mom, I want you to meet my boyfriend. You wondering why? Why? Because he was a bad parent. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do what you were supposed to do. Keep going, brother.
To expect Okay, many of the issues that come up in community building in elementary school.
You have to make this right? You have said it already?
Yeah, come on.
Okay. Select brother, go ahead.
Many of the issues that come up in community building in elementary school, such as treating others how you would want to be treated, asking someone before touching their body, and using respectful language toward others.
Nice. So I can't call you a faggot, Salaki. When you are flaming, what's the word again?
Fierce.
A fierce.
Fierce, flaming faggot.
Salaki. Just use the word homosexual. Yeah, before they themselves. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what they're talking about. Don't say that this is a knife. Say this is a cutlery. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is the difference? You know what I mean? Like, a knife is a knife. So, keep going, brother.
And using respectful language toward others are also relevant to sex education.
Keep going.
While you may want to avoid getting into too much detail about sexual acts and behaviors with elementary students.
Right, so why they saying that and you're bringing drag queens inside the classroom to educate children on sex? Like, what a drag queen gonna tell a child? Like,
because it's preconditioning.
The white man is a devil, the Bible speaks.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Keep going, brother.
You can certainly teach them about respecting their own and one another's bodies. Learning to identify what kind of touch do and do not feel good. And considering issues of consent in relation to their physical existence.
Nice. So that's why this is wicked. Because you're saying that if a 9-year-old consent to, you know what I mean, a 15-year-old doing some fondling to them, it's okay because the 9-year-old agreed. Go ahead, brother.
So I kind of had a question.
Go ahead.
Like, I understand what the article is saying is like some wicked craziness, right? But my question basically is like, is it wrong to teach a child of a certain age? You obviously don't give them no details, you don't tell them what's going on exactly, but you do tell them in a broad sense who's supposed to be with who and who's not supposed to be with who. I mean it like this, like, I remember when I was like 5 years old, I was in kindergarten.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, I know.
Real quick. Who taught it to you?
My father.
Say that again?
My father.
Say that one more time.
My father.
The school.
My father.
Your principal.
My father.
Your elementary teacher.
My father.
The drag queen that was in your class.
My father.
That's who's supposed to teach it to you. You
Come on.
understand what I'm saying? Not
Come
these
on.
bastards. You know what I mean? This is why the I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth.
That's
And
right.
every day I pray to God. I don't want to say it because I was checking the last one. I said, wait, you all don't know what I'm going to say, but I'll make it very tactful. The time will come when not only we're gonna have the people who ruling over us under our foot, but there's going to be a time when we see them, we're gonna be like, is that a white person? It comes. I thought they were extinct. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying this is because they have proliferated so much evil and wickedness on the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to do this in the schools, and the brother just said he learned the same thing, but from who? From his father. That is where the knowledge starts. That's where it's supposed to be instilled in a child. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
No, so I was gonna say, so what you're saying is so heavy because what I was gonna say was my father told me from a young age when I was like 4, he was like, yo, boys don't be with boys, you know what I'm saying, girls don't be with girls. So when I would see 2 boys do little funny stuff, I remember I snitched on them. I probably shouldn't have done that.
No, that's too hard. That's the spirit of the Lord.
I was teaching like, yo, like they was doing some funny stuff over there.
Yeah, that's the spirit of the Lord.
God, because like, and now in the system, you see what's going on with Dwayne Wade.
Right.
They're telling you to be a good father, you gotta teach your son that being gay is okay.
Right.
Being a little girl is okay.
Because of what? Bring it home, you already know.
Because white man is the devil.
Because the white man is the devil.
Right.
Because of the society we live in.
Right.
Because of the Christianity that is on our people. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the one. From 4 years old, your father telling you you can't be, you know what I mean, dealing with boys, and this is what's going on. Imagine all our households in America had fathers in it saying the same thing.
Right.
You think Dwayne Wade would even gravitate towards that foolishness?
Right.
If his woman comes with that foolishness, bitch, shut your
That's right.
Shut your mouth.
Right.
You want my son to be what? You know what I'm saying? Like it would have a certain level of moral compass or moral standing within our people and our society, so that we wouldn't gravitate towards what the oppressor, you know what I'm saying, is pushing on us. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy, man. You want to say something, brother?
I was just gonna say, like, you know, hearing this, reading this, and the whole conversation today, you see how systematically, you know, they've taken responsibility for the parents,
right,
and given it to the wicked in the society.
Yeah,
you know, that's what they've done.
And as a result, is the policies that this system has set up, the oppressor has set up, specifically designed to destroy the Lord's chosen people. You know what I mean? Ain't no doubt about it. The Bible talks about it. You know what I'm saying? He set up policies and different things that he have laws just so that we can be affected by it. You know what I mean? The white man don't get affected. The white man can be a homosexual from January to December, and he ain't getting AIDS.
Right.
But for 2 weeks, practice being a homosexual and see if you can gain some you know what I mean, disease or some,
right,
you know what I mean, as a black man or a black woman, you know what I mean, like it's serious, you know what I mean. Where you at, brother?
We just ended that particular paragraph.
All right, no sweat. So go to Ecclesiasticus 7 and 23, Bible shop.
27 and 23?
7 and 23. Ecclesiasticus chapter 7, verse 23.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, verse 23.
Yep.
Hast thou children?
Now the Lord is asking you a question. Like, do you have kids? Do you have children? You know what I mean? Keep going.
Instruct them.
What?
Instruct them.
No, let them do what they want.
And how? And
Salaki. Mike, take it. Give him a little break. Mike, take it. Double shot. Yeah. 2 out of
7 and 24.
Yeah, 7 and 23.
Come.
Yeah.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, verse 23.
Uh-huh.
Hast thou children?
Yeah. Do you have kids? Keep going.
Instruct them.
Do what?
Instruct them.
Do what?
Instruct them.
You have to instruct the kids like Officer Tabawan's father instructed him and tell him, little boys and little boys, no.
Right.
Little girls and little girls, no. Boys and girls, yes, but you're still too young for that. Just keep that in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Do what?
Instruct them.
Keep going.
And bow down their neck.
And do what?
And bow down their neck.
What that mean? Break that down for me. And bow down their neck. Instruct the children, your kids, and bow down their neck. What that mean?
make them respect you.
You close.
Obedience.
Closer.
So, I was gonna say that.
Are you looking for one with it? Go ahead, brother.
What are you saying? Give him the rod?
Nah. Bow down their necks. Go ahead.
Show them who's in authority.
You stray and you was closer earlier.
What,
Go ahead.
Chastise?
Go ahead, sis.
Correct them?
You're all correct, you know, but it's one word. Bow down. When somebody bows down to somebody else, what does that show?
Worship.
No. Close. When Christ was teaching, and then this Grecian woman came and bowed down at his feet, what did she show? I damn near gave it to you.
submission.
Come on, man. Any takers? One more time. Salakia. Read one more time, Baruch.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 24. Verse 23, Salaki. Hast thou children?
Hast thou children?
Instruct them.
Instruct them, teach them, according to the ways of the law, statutes and commandments. Go ahead.
And bow down their neck.
And do what?
And bow down their neck.
What that mean? What I mean? If you go ahead, you get it. give to me. Now, come. Now, there ain't no wrong answer. Just there's a wrong answer, but I mean, it's a lot. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Don't be afraid. You know what I mean?
Well, when you bow down, you're showing humbleness.
There you go. Yeah. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Humility. Make them humble before you. You know what I'm saying? Make them humble. You know what I mean? Like you told me earlier on, your father tell you turn off the TV, and you decide to say something on the side of your face. What happened to you? Right. And then what?
I didn't do that.
Never you humble yourself, right? Keep going, brother.
From their youth.
From when?
From their youth.
You ain't gonna correct a grown man.
Right.
You ain't gonna tell a grown man, hey, bow and do this. Now I'm gonna punch you back, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But from a child, you correct them. You instill that discipline, that humility in them. After you correct them, you let them know that it's me, I'm your dad, or me, I'm your mother. I say turn the TV off. I say go to your room. I say you're grounded. Yes, ma'am, I will. And you go, take your punishment like a man or like a woman, because that was your spirit when you was coming up against your mother, right? You take it, but you'll be humble.
Right.
You know what I mean? Knowing that, as Officer Trooper Yanas, I just say, he never speak after his father again, because that backhand or whatever you get,
That was an open hand.
an open hand, woo, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Fix you up nice. Keep going, brother.
Verse 24.
Hast
thou daughters?
Do you have daughters? Keep going.
Have a care of their body.
Have a what?
Have a care of their body.
Why is the Bible saying have a care of your daughter's body? Help me out. Bible is saying if you have daughters, have a care for their body. Go ahead, brother.
Are they clean? Are you keeping them clean?
I mean, any child should be clean, not regardless. You know what I'm saying? But why is it specifying?
Because with little girls, you want to watch how they dress, and you know what I'm saying, you want to watch certain things because it can lead to them being whores or
Sister on fire tonight. Wow. Okay, all right, I see you. So this is saying that you have to be very particular in, you know what I mean, how your daughter looks, how she dresses, what she does. Take very particular, be very particular about, you know what I'm saying, what she has going on. Focus on how she looks. You know what I'm saying? You see her come in the house at age 15, she have a hickey on her neck. Where you get up? But when you get up, I train you better than that. So right now, I'm going to call General Mahami and they're going to go to council.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Take that off. Take that off. I never train you to have those tight type of clothing on.
Right.
You see wearing that in the house. You know what I'm saying? You got two other sisters, they always have dresses on, and if they have jeans on, it's appropriate. What are you doing with that tight thing on you? And all your cleavage, go take that off. Because as she said, the perception in the mind of a young man growing up with no guidance, she looks like on the street, automatically I can make her chase, she's a whore, I might, you know what I'm saying? Hit it and quit it, get her pregnant, then guess what? Sin multiplies sin. You know what I'm saying? Transgression increase. Why am I saying this? You didn't want the child,
You dress like a whore, you get pregnant, now you at the abortion clinic. Another statistic. You know what I'm saying? So we got to pay attention to our daughters and their bodies and what they do with their bodies. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, brother.
And show not thyself cheerful towards them.
Say what now?
And show not thyself cheerful towards them.
Towards them, meaning boys and girls. When you correct them, don't laugh with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't spank your child and laugh, and because they cry, oh sorry, I didn't mean to. No, I corrected you because you did something wrong.
Right.
Now get your ass in the room.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna show you that I'm cheerful or I'm happy or you know what I'm saying? I did it for spite or whatever the case. I corrected you. I gave you the rod and reproof. The rod and reproof. That's what that's coming to. You know what I'm saying? And no smiling. Remember, your child is not your friend.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your friends are grown adults like you, brothers and sisters. Your child is your offspring, and you have to train your child in the way that they should go according to God. You know what I mean? So when you correct your child, what you do, you slap the doll out of his hands and whoop his ass, give him 4 on his buttocks. Come up from me, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it with that authority, and you have to do it seriously. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do it in no joking manner, because when you do it in a joking manner, your child is not gonna take you serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Again, we're not saying that you have to abuse your children. There are right ways in correcting children. Sometimes you might not even. I know parents, right? When I grew up in the Caribbean, I know parents. My friends' parents, even my father. You know what I'm saying? When I grew up back home, this man would just watch me. You know? Maybe my speech on my friends in the yard was along the line of grown folks' business. This man would just come outside and just watch me. You know? And I would just shut my mouth, and everybody would change the speech into something that is more suitable for children our age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There are different ways of correcting your children. And as long as you raise them in a certain way, they will know what you're expecting of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going, brother. What's the time?
Verse 25.
Last verse.
Marry thy daughter.
Do what?
Marry thy daughter.
Uh-huh.
And so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter.
Right. What that mean? To marry your daughter is to perform a weighty matter. What that mean?
It's like that means it's a serious situation. It's not something that you should take lightly to give your daughter away.
Close enough. Go ahead, Tabo one. Go ahead, Yanasa.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Silaki. Read it one more time.
Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter.
A weighty matter. Keep going.
But give her to a man of understanding.
Do what with your daughter?
Give her to a man of understanding.
Nice. So that should close up the whole thing for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? In our society, a woman or a young woman will bring home who she likes. But he's smoking tons of weed, popping pills, Percocets. You know what I'm saying? He's a dumb homosexual as well, because he running trains on other sisters with other brothers. Everybody naked in the room, which is gay.
Right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But she like him, she bring him home. You know what I'm saying? You know the amount of ways you can think in your mind that this brother and this sister together, the destruction that may happen between them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they're not in the right. She decides she like him. But is that guy the guy for her?
Right.
No. Tabo one is the guy for her. Or Maya is the guy for her. Yeah, I don't get you in trouble. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Trooper Yanoza is the guy for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you, because of how our society is, she will bring him home.
Right.
And you'll accept it.
Right.
But if we train our children in the way that she should go and raise them up according to the law and our heritage and our culture as blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, as Israelites, I comment to you. You know what I'm saying? A father who gives this daughter unto a man of understanding
That's a weight that's
right.
lifted off of you.
Come.
Because you know this man in the UPK too. You know this man righteous. You know this man following the law, statutes, and commandments of God. Right. But we don't know about what Tyrone doing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know what Tyrone doing when he leave with your daughter. You know what I mean? This is what he's talking about. Go ahead, brother.
So I was gonna say what you're saying is so heavy because you know what I'm saying. It's like only the I.S.U.P.K is truly teaching our people, you know what I'm saying, how to conduct themselves in this world.
That's right.
Our sisters are choosing their mates based on wickedness, because that's what in the world they learn is cool.
Right.
It's cool for a nigga to smoke weed. It's
Right.
cool for him to, you know what I'm saying, be violent and aggressive. But in here, she's gonna learn how to, you know what I'm saying, really go after a priest and prophet of the Lord.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
It's like,
That's right, Tyrone.
come on.
That was it?
Someone's gonna say, I'm crap. That's it.
All right, no sweat. Go ahead, brother.
No, I ain't got nothing.
Anybody else?
Oh, it's like I don't know what to say. And with that, it's like what you brought out earlier, is like a lot of times, just like a child, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna want to do the lascivious thing. They want to do that thing. They want to go after that thing that, you know, is kind of wrong, but it's exciting. There's a lot of sisters that are gonna want to choose that man out in the world. Why? Because they really want to smoke weed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they know that a brother in the UPK not gonna stand for that.
Right.
They really want to do this and do this and do that. So they'd rather kind of go outside to deal with a brother who's not gonna tell them anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, sis.
Like, yeah, I was just gonna say, related to what we read right before that was talking about how what you teaching your child early stays with them. Even because I used to teach daycare, so I used to teach toddlers, 2 and 3 year olds, and you can tell which kids get whoopings at home and which kids they parents let them run the house, because in daycare, you know what I'm saying, the most discipline that we do in daycare is you got to sit by yourself, you don't get to play. You know what I'm saying? Go sit down, you don't get to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? When it's time to go outside, you got to stay in. But like the kids that, like some kids, like when you're shown that adults are authority figures over you, they listen. That you don't have, I don't have to tell them 5 times, stop, no, don't. But other kids, you can tell when their parent went, because I had one child who he would just tell him no, he would always fall out. Like, they try to say the child with special needs, that baby is smart. Every time he fall out, y'all give him what he want. So that's why when he come to class, he gonna fall out, because he's upset. But I'm not going to entertain you, you know what I'm saying, falling out, oh my gosh, you're gonna hurt yourself. Like, no, you can't, you know what I'm saying, like you said, you can't, you know what I'm saying, be cheerful in correcting or disciplining the child, because they're going to find that as weakness. Right. And they're going to use it against you. If 2 and 3 year olds can see it and do it, then, you know what I'm saying, it should be the same. 15-year-old will see it. It's the same thing. Right. Yeah, that's heavy right there. And with that, pass the class over to priest and officer Tawan.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We're the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, on the command of General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18:21 and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew and is pronounced by I.S.U.P.K. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you like to give. Upcoming holy convocation will of course be Salak and the memorial blowing of the trumpets. That's the first day of the 7th month, Thursday, September 17th. We're going to continue with the schedule for the feast until we have notification as far as when the Passover will be taking place. So for now, we're just going to continue with it, you know what I'm saying, going forward. Salakia, we're on Akiman check on social media. Send us at ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he needs to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, I-M-A-R-U, which means to stand. Which means turn and face the east. We're going to close out with the Lord's Prayer. We're going to start out in Hebrew. Abinau. Bashaman. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakukah. Tabah. Batazarka. Hayah. I.S.U.P.K. Ha'aratazah. Hawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nadonanawa. Lahom. Kam. Yawam. Wasalak Lanawa. Kalbak Nawa. Kasalak Nawa. Kalbak Nawa. Wala'ah. Tabi'ayah Nawa. Padasai One. Abo. Hawashai Nawa. Mayon. Ra. Kaya. Rakah. Hamalaku. Waha'ala. Wa'atapawa. Wa'awalarim. Amen.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Saul, which means to turn. Sisters Yashar, be seated. Men of Israel, Saul, turn to face the teacher. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, I-M-A-R-U, Barak. Yah-Yim-Tah, Saul, turn to face the sisters. Sisters, I-M-A-R-U, please stand. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, I-M-A-R-U, Barak. Yah-Yim-Tah, class dismissed.